Oh, no. So I just wanted to chip in with one thing about kind of the left-wing brand of misogyny, because I would agree that it's always been there, and I've written about how sexist I found the Labour Party, for example, when I worked for the Labour Party in the early 2010s. And I imagine you speak to a woman from any era of the Labour movement, and she'll be able to tell you about misogyny there, and also particularly in the trade unions, I think. I guess there's a couple of things that I think that has changed in nature. So I think Victoria's absolutely right. I think there's social media. I think the sex and gender debate has given men on the left a license and a label to sort of basically attack women while feeling good about themselves. And then I think the thing about misogyny is they're right across the political spectrum, but I think the thing that makes left misogyny quite sort of dangerous in some ways is that because some of these men brand themselves as good people and as saintly people, it kind of makes their misogyny even more pernicious in some ways, because they're like, but we're great and we're the saints here and we know the way the world should be, and you're kind of the evil old witches. So I do think that, it's different, I think, the kind of misogyny you see on the political right and the political left, but I don't think the misogyny you see on the political left is any less harmful or damaging.
Oh, yeah.
And in some ways, I think men on the left they just believe they're too good to be prejudiced against women, when a lot of them are.
I mean, there are those men on the left, like, I'm going to try not to be libelous here, someone like Galloway or Livingston, which is quite old school, hard left, that kind of sexism you saw in trade unions in the 1980s in this country. And then there are men whose names I won't mention, who are so full supporters of the gender issue, to the point that you realize that actually their ideal woman is one with a penis, and that they really do believe that all women should be feminine, because that is basically what the gender movement is saying, is that women should be feminine. And that's why middle-aged women get so beaten up in it, because we do not fit into that mold. And also we're old enough to know how stupid that is, and also have been through various issues that have been very female-centered, whether it's health or fertility or whatever. But there are certain men who love to have this impunity to shout at middle-aged women, to the point that I wonder if it's like they're shouting at their mother. I mean, that's kind of what it sometimes feels like. I mean, how much for you as a mother of sons do you find that it's kind of like teenage sons rebelling against their mother, dealing with 40-something men online?